Check, check. Audio check. Hello? Check, check. Audio check. Hello? Okay, this is working. Okay, this is working. Okay, well. High probability that nobody will even come and watch. Okay, boys and girls. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to get this apart. Now, the big question is, can I get this one? And I think maybe that answer is a yes. CK Crawling, how you doing? I didn't realize anybody had come in to watch. Can you hear me okay? Today we got on the bench a FMS FJ40. This is my FJ40 that I'm doing all the work to lately. How you been doing? Your shocks aren't attached. Yeah, the shocks are, hey Sputter, the shocks, they fell off. Yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. I don't have a microphone out here in the shop, so I'm using the microphone on the camera. Can you guys hear me okay? Welcome, Sputter. Thanks for coming in, man. Sounds pretty good for what it is. Okay, perfect. Hello, Yeti. Welcome. Thanks for coming in, you guys. So this is my Sputter. This is my FJ40 that Mr. Crawler Canyon sent to me. Donated. I've got the front end all put together. Got the shocks mounted and everything done. Got the steering all set up. Everything up there is working. The drive line is all working now that I've got the leaf springs on. And now I'm working on mounting the shocks at the top for the, you can hear an echo. Well, the laptop has got a little bit of volume on it. Let me go ahead and cut that all the way down to 0. And I think I've got the phone cut down to 0 already. Yeah. So tell me if you still hear an echo now. If Verizon and Tower quits blowing out stuff, I might be able to get an FMS rig. Well, I wouldn't be able to get one if this one wasn't a gift. You know, Mr. C donated this one to me, and I am forever grateful to that fact. And well, I hope I don't have to cut this. I hope I don't have to cut this bolt off. There's not much room to get a hold of that nut. Oh, I think it's coming. Yeah, it'll definitely turn if I don't hold on to it. Nothing in there to grip it. Same Sputter. Sounds like it's gone. Okay, cool. So the echo's gone. Awesome. Well, I didn't think that microphone would pick up that laptop as low as I had it. I'm out in my workshop. Yeah, it is crazy. But that's not a really good webcam. I mean, that webcam it's a Logitech 1080 webcam, so it's 15 years old. You know? Yeah. That's the crazy thing. So what I'm removing right now is a modified CenRacing sway bar that I put on this truck to counteract some of the rock and rolly of the leaf springs. Well, I'm trying to make a trip out there over Thanksgiving, go see some family and stuff, and my plan is to have 2 days at the canyon. I have a GoFundMe set up to try to help me raise the money to go on the trip. My mother's like 84 years old or some shit, and her health is, you know, pretty questionable. Myself, I'm on Social Security disability, so I get a whole whopping $1,500 a month, and that's it. That's the entirety of my budget, of which I have to survive, you know, live, eat, but oh, well, I tell you what, CK, the week of Thanksgiving is when I'm trying to plan to go. If you get to Arkansas, you can ride the rest of the way with me. But yeah, New Hampshire's a long damn ways. I've been to New Hampshire. Okay, now I might have to do something different for mounting that sway bar. "16 hours from Washington to Vegas." Yep, that's about right. 3 hours each way to the canyon from Vegas. I have to do some work on that shock. mount it like that, or what can I prop that up with? I don't know if I got anything I can use to prop this up. Let's see. I'd sure like this thing to stand up on its own here for a little while for me. There we go. Like magic. Okay, now flip that back over. Well, if I cut that off right there, that'll make it line up with them bolt holes. I believe that's a good idea. Old diesel truck. Oh. I don't know the arrangement on the AR-60s. But when you do leaf springs from a axle that has links originally, you need a different axle that has the mounts for the leaf springs, because it's not easy to mount leaf springs to a non-leaf spring axle. For example, this is an axial SCX 10.3, and I bought leaf spring axles so that I could convert this truck to leaf springs. So I bought axial compatible leaf spring axles, leaf spring compatible axles, and then mounted leaf springs to this truck. And that's kind of how you have to do that. But if I lay this out right there, by golly, that'll mount that way. Okay. I'm going to go over here to my VMix, and hey, check out this transition, man. But I'm going to see if I can mute. Okay, I'm going to mute the mic for a minute while I run the die grinder and cut these things off. Yeah, I'm over here talking like y'all can hear me. I said I'm going to change the camera just a little bit so y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm going to mute this again because I'm fixing to run the grinder. Unmute the audio. There we go. Look at there, nice and flat. Ain't that pretty? Well, that ain't so pretty. How about that was annoying? How bad was that Dremel sound? Bring the chat back up. There we go. Mr. Man, who's... Howdy, Mr. Man. Oh yeah, that'll line up perfectly. That will be amazing. Okay. Time to make a mark and drill a hole. Yeah, I'm gonna go with right there. Cool. Zilla, how you doing? By the way, guys, a little tip and trick for you. When you're drilling metal stuff like this, real thin metal, you know how you always get a burr once you pop out the other side? If you start your hole on one side and then finish it from the other, you eliminate the burrs, because what you do is you automatically trim the burr off when you're drilling out the hole. Yupper, yupper, yupper. Okay, I need a screw to hold this in place temporarily. One of these little short ones ought to do. Oh, you know what? I'm going to need something better than that, because solid here. Take it easy, CK. Thanks for stopping in. How you doing, Zilla? What's happening? Welcome to my little humble live stream from the shop here. That sucks. Okay. Now the trick is set the body on and see how that is going to line up. With everything back here. That looks pretty close. That looks pretty good. I like it. Right there, right there, right there, and right there. Well, that's where the hole's going to be, guys. Sure enough, that's where the hole's going to be. EMFRC, howdy. Sorry I wasn't looking at the chat. What's today's project? You were late. Yeah, Zilla, I'm actually doing the shock mounts for the rear end. It's a FMS FJ40 that I've added a bunch of lights and things to. I don't think I've shown many guys. I think I showed it on the Discord, but see if I can get a good angle on this here. This is the custom rear spare tire fuel can mount. Let me switch screens here so I can see what I'm doing. And I got it. This is all spring loaded in behind here, so it's got a release that you have to push that's spring loaded. I'll see if I can make it where you guys can see it. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but right there you spring loaded mount. So you push that, and that's how you release the tailgate to swing out, the spare tire gate, and everything in here is spring loaded, so it automatically latches shut again once you get it up here and close it. Like that. You hear it click in. But yeah, so that's all my design, 3D printed, blah blah yada yada. Set the body aside for a minute and continue with this part of the project, because now that I know this will work, I'm going to go ahead and drill another hole and get this thing mounted. Let me switch screens so I can see chat again. Oh, nobody's chatting anymore. Okay, cool. I got you. I'd say I went through. Another bolt and a nut. Yeah, I don't have all the fancy hardware like 1000% GoPro sucks. What did I miss out on here? Taking a break with your GoPro overheated due to I don't use GoPros. I've got two of the original DJI action cameras, and I've got the DJI gimbal for your phone, 3 I think it is, and I've got the original Osmo Pocket Yeah, it's pretty cool. And at one point, Zilla, I had 7 DJI drones, including 2 Inspire 1 version 2s that I ran, and I still have my commercial Part 107 license. I'm Part 107 certified. Okay, I like the way that turned out. I think that's going to work just fine. Yes, sir, I do. I do. Now, I need to cut another one to make it match this one. Yes, sir, I do. That's exactly what I got to do. Just happened to come across the stream, subbed. Thanks, KP. I appreciate you. Do a bunch of RC car content, mostly. Depending on the day. And I need to start working more on my channel. I need to start doing more videos and more lives and more. Yeah, I just need to start doing more, because lately I've been slacking. And my shop's a mess, guys, because it's been more of a, you've considered the Osmo Pocket but don't know if it works holding it upside down. Yes, it does. Also do drone stuff, but only have the Mini 2 and the Mini 4 Pro. Cool, they just came out with a Mini 5 Pro. Avid Tamaya guy. There you go. Alright. Well, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the group. All of us in here that are here currently, like Zilla and well, maybe Zilla's the only one. I don't know if Sputter's still here or not, but we all follow a guy named Crawler Canyon. And let me see if I can put a link. It's going to take a minute because this laptop is 20 years old. Now 15 years old. Let's see if I spread this out, go to there and click that, click this and say copy, and then go back to this and say paste. There is a link right there to Crawler Canyon channel. That's where a lot of us met. Really sharp dude when it comes to RC stuff. He does a lot of builds. He does a lot of custom builds. He does a lot of spare parts builds. It'll be upside down, but I'll show it to you if I can here. No, I can't do it. It's hanging right here on the wall. My go-to crawler, SCX-10 2 chassis with 10-1 axles, and this is all built from spare parts. I made the shock tower mounts, I made the rock light mounts, the front end I created the steering on axle bracket, front shock mounts, all that. It's all 100% custom modified. Oh, and it's heavy. and I do mean heavy. Yeah, anyway. So go give Crawler Canyon a follow, and I might be able to give you an invite to the Discord. Let me see here. Where is Messenger? Let's see if this will... Oh, it did open. Wow, I'm surprised. Yes. What happened? Okay, that's not what I want to do. Can I just copy it? Nope. Okay. So I'm going to have to open that link. And that's going to mess me up, I'll bet. Yeah, I can't do that right now. I'll have to get that later, guys. Sorry. What servo do I use on the crawler? That is a... Oh, what is it? That's actually just a generic servo. GX. I don't know. But it's a... Basically it's a Amazon Blue Case 40 kilogram. Basically what it is. Okay, I'm gonna mute the mic for a second while I go back to Dremel real quick. There we go. Now we're unmuted, right? So you ought to be able to hear me now. What servo? It's a Blue Case 40-gram Amazon. Just in case it was muted when I said that. Okay, now for my next trick, and it's going to be a trick too, I'll tell you. Let me step away for just a minute. Oh, you guys can't even see what I'm doing, can you? There we go. Maybe now you can. Got to go paint these brackets up real quick. Okay. So I presume that I'm not muted anyway. Yep, audio's going out. Okay, cool. And let's see. Participants. Zilla is the only one still here. Okay. Yeah, the cam cooler. I might have to get me one of them too. It's going to be a little bit noisy, hopefully not too bad. Earl shot some of the paint using the heat gun. I wanted to paint up that bare metal. And the beauty of the deal is these things are symmetrical, so it doesn't really matter which side I mount them to. Thought that was a mini shop guy until today. Huh? Do what? Thought he was the mini shop guy. What are you talking about, BM? Did I miss something? That one's going to go there. This one's going to go here. Okay. Now let's put this thing back together for the final time. Yes, sir. I think you did lose connection for a minute. Because just a second ago I checked and it wasn't showing you as a participant. So in other words, it didn't know you were here. Well, and I might have to modify the holes in the bottom of the body, because I'm also going to need to make room for the shocks to fit. Yes, sirree, Bob-a-rooney. That side. Drill the next hole. See if it shows you as a participant now. Yes, BM, it does show you as a participant, but Zilla is gone. And last time I checked it, he was still here. Why don't that look right? Because it ain't right. Dang it. Ooh. That's more better. So as I do this project, I'm constantly making improvements to my little FJ40 here. And believe it or not, the only time I've driven this truck yet so far is about 5 minutes out in the front yard here at the house. Because I wanted to get all this work done to it before I got it all scratched up or something, you know. I wanted it to stay El Pristino Primo. I might not have to make them holes any bigger. I don't know. We'll have to see how this works out. Let's see. Start with a long screw though, and I am going to need a spacer. Better start with a little bit longer screw. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right there. Okay, where's my old shocks? I think that'll make a pretty good spacer. We'll find out here in just a moment, won't we? Boy, I believe that's going to be perfect. About like that. Well, if it got any better, it'd be illegal. Well, come on now. What if I just go like this? That might work. Just like that. Okay. Anybody else in here yet? else has joined up yet. There we have it. Rear shocks mounted. That makes me happy. Now, set this aside. It's been a big project. I got a lot of stuff all over the bench. I've been working on this thing for days now. This is going to get a little noisy maybe, but I'm not going to mute the mic. Stu Nod. Hello, Stu. FJ on the bench, that's right. What's the goal? I'm adding rear shock mounts. And I'm fixing to cut the holes in the bed of the body to allow for the shock mount struts to go up through the body, you know. So yeah, it's gonna get just a little bit loud for a minute. There, hopefully that wasn't too awful loud and terrible and all that. Ow, some of that plastic's still hot. Stu, are you from the Discord from Crawler Canyon? Ah, up by Sputter Crawler. Cool. Awesome. I got to recut that hole. I cut it in the wrong spot. Oops. Just had to widen it out a little bit. Well, I truly appreciate you stopping by to view the live and the shenanigans that I got going on here. This is the FJ that Mr. C so graciously donated to me, and I've been using it to make a lot of stuff now that I've actually got a body and whatnot that I can use to measure things on. For example, the rear swing gate spare tire mount setup. Yeah, that was all designed after I got the body, or got the truck, from Mr. C. And of course, after I got the prototype designed and worked out and mounted on my truck so that everything was right, I printed out some more of them, boxed them up and sent them to Mr. C for his. He's probably going to put one on Sheila and probably going to put one on Nigel. He said he may or may not change out the one that he already made and put on Bruce. I think the determining factor on that is going to be how well he likes or dislikes the one that I made, which works exceptionally well. I got a bunch of scraps in there now that need to come out. I even made a headliner and put in mine. I just discovered him about, I don't know, I'm going to say 6 months ago, maybe. I'm not sure exactly how long ago. Well, it's the moment of truth. Are my holes lined up, and do the shock towers fit down through the holes? Ha ha! By golly. I'm going to call that 100% success. That's just flipping awesome. Yeah, buddy. That's just flipping awesome. I'll take it. Oh, wait. Before I put that together, I'm going to pull it back off and investigate whether or not I can still mount the left-hand side. There we go. Okay. Now, I really would like to remount the sway bar. But I'm not sure where. Won't fit there. The only option is in the rear, like I had it before. Let's see if this can work out. Oops. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how long I've been watching him, but I'm surprised my old laptop's even running this software. I'm running a program called vMix, where I put that there and then put this one there. I just put that on the wrong side. Where's the other one at? Here we go. No? Oh, see if we can get this to go in. right? Like that. Now with that sitting there, all the shocks come down and hit them. Okay, well, gonna have to leave the sway bar off for now. Maybe modify the sway bar so that I can mount those things on the inside. But that's gonna take some lathe work, and I'm not feeling like doing that today. So it's gonna be no sway bar. Yeah, no sway bar for now. The next thing I gotta design is my rock lights. And I gotta decide if I want to put underglow on it or not. And it doesn't matter, there ain't nobody here watching. Okay. All right. If I've ever opened this up or not. something broke loose. What was it? Wow. Okay. There's the threads. So now, do I have anything here? I don't know if that's open or not. Oh, no, I'm going to say no, it wasn't. Okay. I'm going to put just a little dab. Right there. Kind of like that. Now we're going to put the wheel on. We're going to put that in there and we're going to tighten it up. And hopefully now with the thread lock on it, it won't keep coming loose. Now I need this thing. Then I need this thing. For Christ's sakes. Okay. That was almost disastrous. Okay. Now this goes on there. Now this goes on there. Okay. Now, where's my other wheel nut? There we go. Okay. All right. Now, oh, I get two new ones, I guess. Okay. Now, four wheels have a little bit of Loctite on the wheel nuts, so they should stop coming loose. Now I'm going to investigate one more thing. What about the possibility of adding these bad boys right up here? What do you think? What do you think? Oh. That's arm right there. And I wrap this whole fucking thing with shrink wrap. I guess I could add some wire to it. Run it around there. Oh. Not a good idea. Okay. Okay. Battery. Plug stuff in. Well, it don't look like anybody else is going to join the live at all. Anybody in here? Anybody here? Nobody here. Yep. Well, you know what? I'm just going to